I was overlooked by my parents, but they were left stunned after seeing my house. Growing up, I always felt like the shadow of my siblings. While my brother excelled at sports and my sister became a tech prodigy, my love for design and craftsmanship seemed invisible to our parents. "Why don't you focus on something with a clear future?" my dad often said, brushing off my intricate sketches and DIY projects. But I wasn't discouraged. Instead, their doubts became my fuel. Years later, I purchased a small, neglected plot of land on the outskirts of our town. It was barely a patch of dirt, surrounded by overgrown shrubs, but I saw potential where others saw ruin. "What are you doing with that old plot of land?" my mom asked skeptically. "You'll see," I replied with a quiet determination. For the next 2 years, I poured every strength into the project. I taught myself new skills, worked long nights, and spent my weekends knee-deep in dirt, wood, and blueprints. I made plenty of mistakes, but each failure only sharpened my resolve. When the house was ready, I invited my family to visit. As they drove up the winding road to the property, the sight that greeted them left them speechless. A sleek, modern home stood against the backdrop of the rolling hills. Its minimalist design emphasized clean lines, open spaces, and large windows that seemed to invite the outdoors inside. Solar panels adorned the roof, blending seamlessly with the greenery of the rooftop garden. "This is your house?" my mom whispered, disbelief evident in her voice. "It's stunning," my dad added, shaking his head in amazement. The inside was just as impressive. The open floor plan flowed naturally from one space to the next, each room filled with thoughtful touches, handcrafted furniture, eco-friendly materials, and even small nods to his family. A music corner for his sister, a cozy nook for his mom, and a display of family photos carefully curated on the wall. My parents were silent for a moment, taking it all in. "We were wrong to doubt you," my dad said, breaking the silence. "This is incredible, Alex. You've done something most people only dream of." For me, their recognition meant the world, but the house was only the beginning. Inspired by the success of my project, I began sharing my journey online. My videos detailing my process of designing and building gained traction. I was soon approached by aspiring builders, design enthusiasts, and even local organizations who wanted to collaborate. Before long, I turned my passion into a business. I began designing sustainable, affordable homes for others, blending creativity with functionality. My parents, once skeptical, became my biggest supporters, often bragging about my incredible achievements to their friends and neighbors. Years later, standing in front of a bustling community center I'd designed, I reflected on how far I'd come. What once felt like being overlooked had actually been a gift, a chance to grow quietly, hone my skills, and surprise the world when the time was right. And as my parents cheered from the front row at the ribbon-cutting ceremony, I realized something important. I had always been seen. It just took time for others to catch up.